He thought control was loud. Raised voice, strong opinions, clear decisions. He believed power meant never bending. And then, he met her. She didn't chase, she didn't explain, she didn't try to impress. She entered the room quietly, and somehow the room leaned toward her. Not because of her body alone, but because of how she inhabited it. Her walk wasn't rushed, her movements weren't sharp. Every step felt intentional, like time slowed just for her. And that's where men begin to lose control, when time stops obeying them. Machiavelli once wrote that power is not taken by force, but given by perception. Certain women understand this instinctively. They don't seduce with skin, they seduce with presence. She didn't look at him the way women usually do, waiting, hoping, seeking approval. Her eyes held contact half a second longer than comfort, then drifted away first. That tiny delay did something dangerous to his mind. Because men aren't undone by what they see, they're undone by what they almost have. Her voice was soft but grounded, not breathy, not needy. Calm, controlled, like she knew something others didn't. And that calm began to infect him. Men lose control not when desire explodes, but when it simmers without release. She laughed easily, but never too much. She listened deeply, but never leaned in. Every signal said, "I enjoy this, but I don't need it." That's when attraction flips, because need is heavy, but restraint is intoxicating. Machiavelli understood this truth centuries ago. What appears unattached becomes powerful. Certain women don't demand attention, they let attention discover them. She didn't dress to be seen, she dressed to feel aligned. Her confidence wasn't loud curves or sharp edges, it was comfort in her own skin. And men are deeply affected by that, because a man's control depends on predictability, and she was unreadable. He couldn't tell if she liked him, he couldn't tell if she cared, he couldn't tell if she would stay. And uncertainty is where the masculine mind begins to spiral. He started noticing details, the way she crossed her legs slowly, the way she touched her neck while thinking, the way she smiled, not to please, but to acknowledge. None of it was accidental, but none of it was forced. This is the secret many men never understand. Certain women don't try to seduce, they allow space for desire to grow. He never chased the conversation. She let silence breathe, and silence is where imagination becomes dangerous. His thoughts filled the gaps she left open. He started leaning forward, talking more, explaining himself, trying without realizing to earn her attention. And the moment a man starts trying to earn, control begins to slip. Machiavelli warned that power shifts quietly. It doesn't announce itself. It feels like choice until you realize your choices are being guided. She didn't dominate him. She didn't manipulate him. She simply never surrendered her center. She had a life, a rhythm, a calm independence that didn't react to his moods. And men are deeply drawn to what doesn't orbit them, because when a woman is whole without you, your presence becomes a privilege, not an assumption. He felt it, that subtle tension, that pull in the chest, that loss of urgency he couldn't explain. She wasn't trying to make him want her. She was letting him discover that he already did. This is why men lose control around certain women, not because they are more sexual, but because they are more contained. Their desire doesn't spill, it hums. Their confidence doesn't perform, it rests. Their femininity isn't loud, it's felt. And felt things stay longer than seen ones. By the time he realized what was happening, he wasn't chasing her body. He was chasing the state he felt around her. Calm, alive, awake. And that's the deepest seduction of all. Machiavelli would smile at this truth. The greatest power is never taken by force, it is invited by absence. Certain women understand this without reading a single book. They move slowly in a fast world. They speak softly in loud rooms. They choose themselves first, quietly. And men feel it. They lose control not because they are weak, but because true presence rewrites the rules of power.